What's up guys, how's it going? Today we are finally getting the RM125 put back together. So it's been apart for quite a while now, so this video is going to be pretty exciting. So stick around because it's finally going to start looking like a bike again. So today we literally just have to bolt parts onto the bike. Everything is clean, as you can see here on the bench. This is pretty much everything we need to put the bike back together. Once over of everything we've got for the bike here. So we've got plastics, graphics, radiators, a bunch of miscellaneous parts, bar pad, brakes, axles, shock, engine, pipe, frame, and then we've got the forks on that side, and then there's a swing arm down there as well. But yeah, got a few new parts and stuff in there, airbox, subframe, so I've got the RM125 off the scissor lift, as you can see. So we just need to get the frame back there, just bolt it down to these hooks here, and then we can jack it up. And then yeah, we can start by putting the engine in the frame, get it all mounted up, and then just build the bike from around there. Also, can't remember if I mentioned it in the video, but me and Dad actually have gone halves in all the parts brought for the bike. And then we're building the bike together and then splitting the profit. So that also means that all the work done takes 2 times as fast. So yeah, we'll get the bike together even faster. This will be my first official build on the scissor lift stand as well. So I'm excited to work on the bike up at a reasonable height rather than having to constantly crouch over to get to the bike. So if you haven't seen this stand, pretty much allows you to work up a lot higher. And then yeah, it's got this pin here that you slide through, poke through the other side, and then you can let the pressure off it and it'll butt up hard against this pin. So yeah, as you can see, the bike is at a very reasonable height now, and it's just a lot easier to reach everything. And then yeah, like you would have just seen, it's got these hooks, so they just pretty much just clamp on the foot pegs and pull the back of the frame down. So once we're putting the bike together and like uneven weight and stuff, it'll still stay on the bike, rather than if you've got like a more pit stand like this one, it'll like say you took the forks off, it'll just rock all the way back. So I'm super stoked with this stand. So without further ado, let's get the engine for the RM125 in the frame and begin the build. So let's roll the time lapse. I'd recommend putting the engine in first, and then before you tighten all the engine mount bolts, get the swing arm and the swing arm pivot bolt through, and then once they're both in, then tighten the bolts down. In the past I've put the engine in and then gone to put the swing arm in, and the engine's off to one side and it doesn't let the 2 mounts for the swing arm slide through properly. I also just put this RHK shifter on. The mounting bolt on the shifter is in a real weird position on the RM. So yeah, when you try and get like a socket or something up there once the swing arm's on, it's real difficult. So I just was able to use an 8mm ring spanner and tighten that up now. bit of an update. We got the whole front end on, triple clamps, front forks. They look sick too, being all vapor blasted. Then got the wiring all hooked up, other than the plugs for the carb and the kill switch, but obviously when they're on we'll hook that up. So yeah, now we're just going to probably start on the controls, get the bars on, throttle and all that. We're just in the process now of installing all the controls and stuff. So Dad's just hooking up the throttle tube. I've got the cable running down. Do that again. So the throttle's actually really smooth, real snappy. But yeah, cable's running down. We've got all the wiring tucked up along this upper frame rail. Got the carb plugs in, and then yeah, this is the kill switch wire, so we'll run that up and then probably off to the left hand side. Then we've got the main lead coming from the stator, just against this frame rail here on the inside, so it doesn't get caught by branches and sticks and stuff. We've got this anodized clutch lever and perch with a quick adjuster on it. I actually took the one off this bike when we bought it. It was the red ASV lever that's on my bike now. Right, so this is where the RM125 is currently. So we just hooked the clutch cable up, so we had to pull the flywheel cover off to get to the clutch actuator arm here. Cable's hooked up, and then it runs up with all the wiring up to this clutch perch we got for it. And then you've got kill switch, and then throttle tube. So yeah, all the wiring and cables run down the frame here, and then it runs down to the carb. Got your solenoids and stuff, TPS sensor. Everything's just been cable tied up against this upper frame rail to keep it away from the tank and stuff, so it doesn't get chafed. But I would say it's looking pretty good. So just going to bolt the flywheel cover on for good now. So yeah, I'm pretty much done for the night. Didn't quite get as much work done actually building the bike today as I would have liked. We had a few bits that we still needed to clean up that took a bit longer than expected. And yeah, we found the front brake system in the back shed, and it was covered in spray paint, which was awesome. So we had to strip all that down. So we didn't get to spend quite as much time today as I would have liked, but that's alright. So I'll just be coming out here after work and you're carrying on with the build. So the wheels will be back this week, and yeah, that's the final part. We're actually waiting to arrive for it. So yeah, just a final look at how far we got today. Yeah, I'm still pretty happy with the progress we made. I mean, this bench here was chock-a-block full of parts. I'm really digging the way these front forks look with the vapor blasted aluminium. Definitely look pretty sick. Combination between vapor blasted and Scotch-Brite. Got the cockpit all situated. New clutch perch and lever, grips, kill switch, throttle tube. Super snappy. Yeah, and even the clutch, I mean, it feels amazing. So yeah, and those of you that watched the first build video, these are actually Renthal fat bars, but it's just got a Pro Taper bar pad on it. But I mean, it doesn't really matter. Then we've got all the wiring hooked up, engine in, got a bit of gold bling going on down there. Got the swing arm on and all the rear suspension. Everything's working as it should. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how far we got today. This week I need to get some vent hose for the carb and for the power valve breathers. And then that's honestly the only thing we need. Still waiting on the cylinder to get back for my RM250. Those of you that follow my Instagram, you'll know. If you don't, go and follow it. This is the link here, just at motivated_NZ. But yeah, the RM250 is actually going on display, so that's going to be super exciting. I'll make a whole video, yeah, I'll give you a run through on that. I'm waiting on the cylinder to get back, taking a little bit longer than I would have expected. It'll be all hands on deck, getting the bike back together. And then yeah, it's going into the Suzuki dealership for a bit. So yeah, that's an honour to get that in there. But that's probably going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It feels so good finally being able to put the RM125 back together. It's been apart for way too long, and yeah, it wasn't meant to take this long, but yeah, my 250 and stuff, plans change with that, and not long now and it'll be back looking like a bike again. So cheers for watching, guys, and I will see you guys in the next video.